It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Target Center in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the Atlanta Hawks. The opening tip won by the Timberwolves as we get rolling from Target Center. T to Towns. Off the assist.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Trae Young to Parker. Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to have appeared in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go. Trying to cash in. Now a step back.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices coming down. Teague with the basketball. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. To Towns. Shot from the lane won't go. It's Atlanta ball. To Parker. Down low for Len. Won't go down.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
T, down low Towns. Karl Anthony Towns. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Allen Crabbe. Good. Off a spin.
Nasty. You better remember his number and not let that happen again.
Teague with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Towns. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Trae Young. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Towns. Good look that time, but off the mark.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chippy.
Five seconds to shoot. From long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Karl Anthony Towns, looking good, 4 for 5.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call, keep powering through.
Driving right to the basket. Oh, but they call goaltending and count the basket. Here's Karl Anthony Towns. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets. Deep three. at the buzzer. A three-pointer at the buzzer is good. They can check it all they want, but that clearly was fired in time. And it gives them the lead after one quarter. First quarter down as we get ready to start the second. Boy, you talk about offensive efficiency. It was really high.
If anything on this game, Ed, you have to expect the unexpected. When players have range that extend outside the gymnasium, oh, we're going to get a chance to watch something special.
Trae Young to Parker.
Watch that cutter.
24-second violation. T to Towns. Has a look. It goes down. He improvises and scores.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
To Trae Young. 5 to shoot for Atlanta. Going to launch beyond the arc. Trae Young bothered just enough there.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Teague. Good on the layup.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Trae Young to Parker. Shot from in close, no good. To T. Wiggins. To Towns. Wiggins. To Towns. Fires the three. Tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Here comes the screen. To Trae Young. Parker. Scores from the post.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
The Timberwolves have the basketball. To Towns, down low. Sizing up the defense. Plenty of contact. The shot, no good. For three, Trae Young able to knock it down. Tough shot with the hand in his face.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
T to Wiggins. The Wolves down to 4 in the shot clock. And the rebound taken down by Collins. Allen Crabbe against Karl Anthony Towns. Here comes the screen. Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. Parker. Not going down here. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Deep three at the buzzer. We've come up on the break with the Hawks out in front. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The Hawks
will start the second half with a decent lead.
and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Atlanta Hawks. The Timberwolves are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. And the way they shot three-pointers was too careless and too often. They don't have a single triple in the box score. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Game track. Missed threes. Player of the half. Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Hawks have it.
My ball.
Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. Down low for Len.
I give this defense so much credit. Sometimes it pays major dividends to have players that are willing to get their nails dirty. Just dig their hands in the dirt, and that's what kind of stand they're making on the defensive end.
Towns against the Ukrainian Len. 4-3. Hawks have the board.
Hey, check up, let's go. Cutter, get a tag.
Trae Young. Nothing going here on that drive. And the Timberwolves have the rebound. Teague with the basketball. His guys trail now by 4. To Wiggins. Here comes the screen. To Covington. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. The drive, right to the basket. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Teague. They get it down for Towns. Able to convert inside.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Deep left corner. Here comes the screen. Parker down for Collins. Not done yet. And a putback slam.
There you go, big fella.
It's Minnesota basketball. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Teague, defended by Len. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
From somebody who loves to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Has a chance. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Towns to Covington. Towns to Wiggins. Beyond the arc for three. It's no good. Shots not going down. To Trae Young. To Allen Crabbe. Here comes the screen. Parker. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Wide open look. Won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
And throws it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters. But when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer, Jabari Parker. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick. That ends the third quarter. The Hawks with the lead. The Wolves with the basketballs. We start the fourth quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
To Towns. And Collins there to grab the rebound. Trae Young to Parker. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, that's how it's done.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
T-Wolves with the basketball. Teague, defended by Len. Screen coming. Teague. Down low Towns. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
From the painted area, won't go down. Trae Young, down low for Len. And that's rebounded by Minnesota. Teague with it up top. The deficit now up to 5. Deep 2 there, won't go. Len, defended by Jeff Teague. To Allen Crabbe. Can't connect from in close. Timberwolves have the basketball. Teague. To Wiggins. Fires the 3. Off the iron. No good. Trae Young, down low for Len. Oh, he missed a short one there. Teague with the basketball. Down 5. Covington to Wiggins. Baseline drive. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Here comes the screen. Parker. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Now a whistle as Minnesota's going to take the timeout. And they have options. Let's see. Do they go for the tie in a 3 or play for a 2 and extend the game? Towns, defended by Len. And a chance coming up at the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Karl Anthony Towns. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 83% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have 1 to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
This is why teammates love him. Yeah, that was an aggressive play, but you're also sending a message, setting the tone. You can't half-step on that.
Teague. Now a steal by Atlanta. Now we get a whistle. They'll wrap him up with the intentional foul and a little over 20 seconds left to play.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
First one, counted. And gets both to drop at the line. Now a timeout here for the Timberwolves. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Wiggins, guarded by Alex Len. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. He has struggled just a little bit, 2 for 5.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Here comes the intentional foul with 10 seconds on the clock.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Jeff Teague is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 84% free throw shooter. Misses the first. Hits the second. One more coming. Misses the last one. 1 for 3 trip. The Hawks are victorious as they win this one by 3. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Hawks
Almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory.
The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Atlanta Hawks. The Timberwolves lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment.
They did a great job of finding their way to the rim, but it wasn't enough to get the victory.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense, but still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Young could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.